In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this devil character in Create Studio. I'm going to show you how it works, and then we're going to go in and I'm going to delete this one and we're going to create him from scratch. Okay, so let's delete Tom. And he's completely gone. And we're going to go ahead and start building a brand new one. So the first thing you want to do is you want to bring in your character. I'm going to bring in a Tom. You could do it with any character you want to, but I like the Tom character. He looks a little bit devilish, so I'm going to do that. So bring him into my timeline, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set him up the way I want him to look. I like his hairstyle in this one. It looks a little bit like flames. Let's change some of his other features. First of all, I want him to be all red because that's the image that we have of the devil. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to customize him. And I'm going to dress him in this tight superhero outfit and the pants as well. And I'm going to change his beard. I want to give him a goatee. So that's this one here. And now I'm going to go in and customize the colors. So I'm going to make his skin kind of a pinkish color. I'm going to make his hair red. I'm going to make his eyes red. And these colors out here are colors that I've saved as I've gone along. And I like to have a red and a black and skin colors. So it's easy to do. Once you pick your color up here, you just hit the plus button and it'll add them down here. And to remove one, it's easy as well. You just click on it and you just say delete. You right click and say delete. Simple as that. So I'm going to make his eyes red again. And now for his clothing, his top, I'm going to make the armbands red as well. And I'm going to make his pants red. And I'm going to make his sneakers red. So now he's all set up the way we want him to look. We can pop out of here and go into actions. Now in my scene I had him dancing, and I think I want to make him dancing again. You could use any action you want to. So we're going to put him dancing again. That would be up here. And I'm just going to stretch this out so it's a little bit longer to about, let's say, 15 seconds. And basically now you have your Tom set up. Now it's just a matter of duplicating him and setting up the effects so that it looks like flames. I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to change his logo here on his chest. So I'm going to go back into customize and I'm going to go into logos and click here. And I already have a circle set up. I set up a circle and I just colored it red. And so I'm going to grab that. And as you see, the white circle on his chest is now a red color, much less visible than it was before. Okay, so now we've got our character, and there he is. He's doing his dance, and yeah, he looks like the devil. He's all dressed in red, red goatee, red eyebrows, red hair, and his hair looks kind of like a flame. So let's bring it back to the beginning. Okay, now to make the flames, it's just a matter of duplicating Tom. And once you've duplicated him, we're going to start adding some effects. So the first effect that we want to add is the overlay. So I'm going to add an overlay to him and drag that here onto the top Tom. And we can leave it yellow or yellowish for the first one. Okay. After you've done that, You're going to go in, you're going to add a feather effect to this as well. And we're going to go in and we're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it. And we're going to just feather it a little bit more, something like that, just so it's kind of on the inside of his body. And 2, maybe put it at 4. And these here are easy to adjust. Any of these features here in Create Studio where you can adjust by using a slider, you can also do the same thing by using your up and down key. So all you have to do is just click in the field and just use your up key and the down key to do fine adjustments. Sometimes it's hard to do it with the slider, and sometimes you don't want to have to keep retyping the number, but you can use your up and down keys just to make fine adjustments. So Tom is getting there. He's got that's going to be the yellow part of the flames, and we've got the feather effect. Now we're going to add in the turbulence. That's the one that's actually going to make the yellow look like flames. So I'm going to drag that on as well. And this here, we're going to play with it a little bit. We're going to see which one looks the best, how much we're going to use. And this is all just a matter of taste here, how much you want it to look a certain way. And I'm going to put it so that it does this, and we're going to hit start just to see what it looks like. And it's going a little bit too fast, so we're going to slow it down a little bit. That's not bad. And this here, we're going to just go in here and put this down to 0 so that it goes straight upwards. Frequency, we're going to try adjusting that a little bit and see how it looks. I think somewhere around 20 doesn't look bad. And then the scale, same thing. We're going to try changing the scale a little bit. And that doesn't look too bad. Okay, now the only thing left to do is just to duplicate this particular Tom so that we get the different colors. So we're going to go here and we're going to hit duplicate. And then we're going to go into the effects for this particular layer. And we're going to go into overlay. And then we're going to just change the color of the overlay. So here's an orange one. And then we're going to do one more. We're going to duplicate this again. And we're going to go back again into effects, overlay, and then we're going to pick a red probably, and maybe just change it a little bit so it's not exactly like the rest of it. And then the last thing that we want to do is we want to adjust the opacity of this particular level, or all these levels that we're doing with the flame. And I left this till the end just because some of them I want to be maybe a little stronger than the others. So that's why I didn't do it at the beginning and duplicate them all. So now we're going to go to settings. And we're going to come down here to properties. And there's your opacity level. So I'm going to put all of them at about 50% just to start and see how it looks. So that one we're going to put at 50. This one here, we're going to put it also at 50. And then the last one here, we're going to put that one at 50 as well. And just going to see what kind of an effect that has. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's play it and see how it looks. Okay, so the only thing I think I want to do now is I want to put Tom between some of these layers. And I think I want to move the red one and the orange one behind him. So we're going to do that. We're going to put the orange one, which is the top layer here. And I'm going to change the height of this so that it's a little easier to see some of all the levels together. So we want to move these top two here below Tom. That's the orange and the red. And now let's take a look and see how it looks. Now the only other thing I think I want to do is just to change the size. So I'm gonna manually adjust the size of some of the flames so that they kind of go up above him because the flames would be going upwards. Maybe the yellow one as well. Now let's have a look. Not bad, not bad. You can still see Tom. I might lighten up the yellow one a little bit more. So go into properties and put this one down to maybe 25%. And let's see how that looks. Back to the beginning. Not bad. I think I'd like to put it up a little bit though. I think it lost a little bit of its look. So let's try going up to 35. And there you have it. There's Tom on fire. Now this is all a matter of adjustment. The first one that you saw, I adjusted a slightly different way. This one here is like this. One thing that you can do once you've got all your layers set up is that you can come back in and make some adjustments to the effects so that they don't overlap each other. And an easy way to do that is, for instance, to come into the turbulence and change the direction a little bit of the turbulence so that you'll have flames kind of shooting in a slightly different direction so they won't all overlap each other, and that'll give you a little bit more of a natural looking flame. I'm also going to maybe change the frequency of this one, and then I'll come into this one and do the same thing. Come into effects, into the turbulence, and this one maybe I'll go the other way. I'll go to, let's say, 5 degrees on this one. And let's hit start so we can see what it's doing. And right away you can see there is a little bit of a difference. It looks more natural now. Because fire isn't gonna, if you had 3 layers of fire, they wouldn't all be doing the same exact thing. You can even change the speed up a little bit here. So you have one layer that's going a little bit faster, one that's going a little bit slower. And I think that doesn't look too bad. So let's see Tom now and see how he looks. There you go. I'm pretty happy with that. He looks like he's on fire. Now the only thing left to do here, I would say, is just to add some kind of a scene behind him. Maybe a background of hell, maybe with fire in the background. And you can get fire in a lot of places. You can make your own fire. Now you know how to do it. All you have to do is, for instance, create a blob or a circle, and just overlap 2 or 3, a red, a yellow, and an orange, and add the turbulence, add the effects that we added, and you can put flames anywhere you want. It'll do the same thing. I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to go ahead and add a background to this, and then I'll show you the completed scene. Okay, so as you can see, I actually went in, I created a background for this using Media Place, and I got some fire from Twinkle, some fire effect, and I created the fire on the boulders the same way that we did with Tom. I created a shape, and then I added the turbulence, and I added the feathering, and I added the overlay, and I stacked the 3 of them on top of each other. I put them all in a group so that it would be easy to move it around and reshape it, and that's it. And so I'm going to play the scene for you now so you can see how it looks. And there we have Tom as the devil dancing in a barren landscape that looks, maybe it could be hell. And he's having a good old time. And there you have it. That's how you make add fire to a character. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.